Oh yeah, welcome back to Flanders, the Flanders region, that is, here in Antwerp, Belgium. It is day 2 of the Crelan FIBA 3x3 World Cup 2022. You know what that means? A whole new group of teams and players that will make their 2022 World Cup debuts. As you can see, the beautiful cathedral dominating the skyline. We got beautiful weather conditions as we head into day 2. But as I mentioned, a whole new group of teams and players. We had groups A and D that took center stage yesterday on the men's and women's competitions. Now we get a look at B and C today. Kyle Montgomery, aka The Voice, in your ear. We had an electrifying first day of play. Expecting day 2 to be just as lit, if not more. Today's action is going to feature the American women. They're trying to end, I think, an 8-year gold medal drought. We'll talk more about the teams, but we understand that some of you are still new to 3x3. Where you been? Don't worry, sit aside and we'll give you a rule refresher before we head into day 2.
3 minutes for the first game of FIBA 3x3.
Welcome to the world of 3x3, baby. It's an exciting new brand of basketball. You got 2 teams of 3 players on the court, and you got 1 player sitting on the bench here with me. Playing on the half court with 1 rim. With the official 3x3 basketball made especially for the fast-paced outdoor game. The first team with 21 points is your winner, or the team with the most points after 10 minutes. You have just 12 seconds on the shot clock, and the clock is ticking, baby. Anything inside the arc is worth 1 point, while anything outside the arc is worth 2. That's how I do, baby. And once you score, the ball doesn't stop. Offense turns to defense just like that. It's a 10-minute sprint.
Get ready to catch your breath. Not only is it a 10-minute sprint, it's a marathon of 10-minute sprints. We got 18 games on the schedule today. We play this thing on a half court, 2 teams of 3 players, 12-second shot clocks. That's what really changes the game in 3x3 as they sprint to 21. Here's day 2. Look at the schedule. Wow. We got some nice action in front of us. Obviously, the Netherlands and Chinese men will be going toe-to-toe. Both of those teams represented at the Olympics, as did Poland and Japan, which will be our second men's game. The ladies are going to start us off today. Austria and Brazil. The Austrian women's team really played well at their in Graz at the Olympic qualifiers, and of course we know what Brazil is bringing with Sasa and company. They won a silver medal at the AmeriCup last year. Speaking of the AmeriCup, the Americans, they took gold. Those ladies are back. Sierra Burdick and company, she's going to try to repeat, become the first woman ever to win 2 gold medals at the World Cup. And we are making our way back to the Olympics. You already know, it just went down last summer in Tokyo, just about a year ago. We're on the road to Paris. So if you medal here, you qualify directly to the 2023 World Cup. And if you finish top 3 there, you're heading to the Olympics. That's how it's working. So that pipeline to Paris begins here. This is day 2. Pool play is just beginning. The sun is shining brightly. We got fans already in the venue enjoying the music that my guy DJ Lass is pumping. Who's that guy? Is he going to do the splits? He might need a little bit more room in those jeans if he's going to go all the way down. I like it though. That was impressive. Let's get him on camera again today. All right. Here's the pools that will be in action today. This is Pool B for the women. France, a perennial power, dominated the women's series in 2019, also 2021. They're in there with USA and Austria. They're the favorites in that group. We saw Pool D for the women yesterday. We saw Spain go unbeaten. We saw Canada go unbeaten. Meantime, the Netherlands split their action, as did Israel and Chile. We'll be seeing those teams back in action tomorrow. And we'll see what's next here. And yeah, it's the men. Pool C. Oh, Latvia. Batman returns. Carlos Lasmanis is back in a group with the Netherlands, an Olympic squad. Poland, beginning a new era. Japan, who also have a couple of Olympians on that team. China as well. All, let's see, 5 of these teams, these countries were represented in the Tokyo Olympic Games. That is a hoop legend. That is Kara Lawson, coach of the United States women's team. She's going to be looking on to see what those Americans can bring this time around. The women have not taken gold since 2014. That's an 8-year drought. So we will see them in action, but the day's action is about to get underway. Y'all buckle up. It's going to be a fun day here again. Make sure you're following us on social media, by the way, at FIBA 3x3. Use the hashtag 3x3WC. All right, Austria, the women with a fairly new team. Here they are. Their 4 is Alexia Susan Alish, Michaela Wilbacher, Camila Newman, who we saw at the Olympic qualifying tournament, and Anya Fuchs-Rubertin. Saw her at the OQTs as well. They are the 10 seed. And bear with me here because it's loud already in this venue. These people are turned up. That means I need to get my mic a little bit closer. And out come Team Brazil. They want to turn this into a carnival. That means they want to have some fun. They are a dangerous, menacing-looking team with Gabriela Guimares, Luana Batista de Souza, Vanessa Fausto Gonçalves, a.k.a. Sasa. You can see her dancing. There she goes again. You can't see her yet, but she did a little dance heading up to the court. You got to love her energy. Like, it's always good vibes with Sasa. So there they are. Victoria Marcellino. Saw her at the AmeriCup as well. She is a baller. Please believe it. They come in as the 16 seed. These two teams have never tangled in an international competition before. So a new thing is
You need to start now or overtime?
Eddie Lou will do the customary coin flip. That's how we started in 3x3. But I say all the time, we should start the game with a starter pistol. It's a race. It's a sprint to 21. I don't think that's ever going to change, but that's all right. There's Eddie Lou and Cecilia Tot. They will handle the duties of refereeing this first contest in group play today. Alexia Alish, 23 years young, stands 187. A skillful big, you can say. She has no international caps, so she's brand new. The experience on this Austrian team comes from Camila Newman, who's got 24 international caps, and Anya Fuchs-Rubertin. There's Vanessa Fausto, a.k.a. Sasa. Her last name is Gonçalves, so if they ever have a problem, Vanessa Gonçalves. Okay, that was a bad joke to start, but it sounded better in my head. Vanessa Gonçalves. It's really Vanessa Gonçalves, but her last name is Gonçalves. All right, that's enough. It's enough of this talk, too, by the way. Let's get to the game. I woke up this morning ready to go today. I got my tea, I got my honey and my lemon. My vocal cords are in good condition. And hopefully the players give me something to yell about today. We had a lot to yell about yesterday. And we had some really standout teams. The American men's team, they really put on a show. Day one. Serbia goes unbeaten, even though they had a couple of games that weren't very good. They trailed against New Zealand. They trailed against Puerto Rico as well. They still managed to get it done. Belgium undefeated. They look great in Pool D on the men's side. Just some of the standouts from day one. Some of the standouts for the women on day one. Obviously, Lithuania in Group A, they were incredible with Special K leading the way. And in Pool D, Spain and Canada also unbeaten. So those are the shoes that these teams today have to fill. And maybe they can steal the show. let's get this show on the road. DJ Lass on the ones and twos. Vincent Royer on the mic, MCing. It's a 3x3 fan as we bring you this 7th edition of the World Cup. All right, it's that time now. It's that time. Shout out to Mac Minguito Oriero. He's watching right now. Let's see what happens. Victoria. Ah, they did not clear it. So maybe they should watch that rule refresher. I don't think I addressed the clearing rule in the rule refresher. In order to continue with possession, you got to step beyond the 2-point arc with 1 foot clearly, and you have to lift the opposite foot for play to progress. So there's that. There's an air ball from Newman. Camila did not have the mark that time, but she certainly was about a part of a fun group that played at those Olympic qualifiers. We saw the Austrian women nearly earn a spot for their country at the Olympics, but they came up short. That shot from Sasa is right on the mark. She threw it in spin cycle and puts it up and in to give Brazil their first score of the game. Na, 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 na. I think people sleep on A. Marie. She was a good artist during her time. It's just one thing that's got me tripping. It's just one. That's enough. All right, here Austria will now take over. They're going to have to really contend with the aggressive play that you see from this Brazilian team. They really attack you going to the rim, and I think that Austria may be a little more technically sound. They move the ball. They're going to see a lot of screening, cutting. So a battle of styles. Give me those cookies. Guimarães gives it to Vitória. Steps through. She misses. Guimarães. She misses too, point blank range. They're going to get another chance here. Vitória to the left, to the left. Got it back. There it is. That one out of bounds off yellow. So Austria will try to get this offense going. Strong drive. Jump hook. Comes up short. Rebound to Newman. Newman. She puts the cookie in the cup. Sasa with the clear. That's some good hands there defensively. And nice ball movement again. This is, whoa, what they do. We're going to say that slipped. Must have. Sasa. Faker. Fade away. Missed. Vitória, give me that. Missed the crib though. You can see, you can already see the activity on the offensive glass for Brazil. They are gobbling up every board they can get. And second opportunities in 3x3 in a game that's a sprint to 21, that's everything. Second chance points is really a key stat. The more possessions that you get, obviously self-explanatory, the better. '21's the magic number. Good defense on the entry pass. And I believe that Brazil got a hand on that. So, yeah, that's going to be Austria ball. Saw the Austrian men in action yesterday. They had a couple of close contests. They did fall to the United States in a really, really close game. There's a foul. Second foul on Brazil. Shooting one is Anya Fuchs-Robertin. Really liked her game at the OQTs. hit some big shots for her team. She's a 25-year-old top-ranked player on her squad. See her on the women's series as well. Fuchs Robertson. Victoria, not victorious on that shot. Guimaraes, no. That ball changed possession, and they didn't clear it. That is top-level officiating from Eddie Liu and Cecilia Tot. So when that ball changes possession, you have to clear it. That was a clear change of possession, so sometimes it's not as clear when teams are fighting for the ball. So for example, if that ball was just tipped, then the offensive team could continue and try to score, but it was actually possessed by Austria, and Brazil stole it back and tried to score the ball. So that's why you get that call. So we get back to it now. Wildbacher. She will get it down low. Fuchs Robertson draws another foul on Brazil. Shout out to Edith. I've never had to say your last name, Edith. Can you believe that? Altschorn. My Dutch friend and FIBA 3x3 official. She says that her class is watching right now. So what's up, kids? Hope y'all enjoying 3x3. Hello from The Voice. Y'all take care of Edith for me, okay? Long ball's too long. Back rimmed it. Guimaraes on the move. They missed some layups here, Brazil. They've gotten to their spots, but they've also stuck with it. And persistence pays. So we got a 5-2 game. Just over 3 minutes in. A day's schedule that will include the USA women and New Zealand. That's going to be a fun one to watch. Netherlands men with their most of their Olympic squad playing in this one. China men, Latvia. That could be an entertaining game. I got high hopes for Poland this year. They're playing well. There's a dime dropped. Coin collected. Cha-ching. Alish puts, uh-oh. Did somebody touch earth? Yeah, that was Fuchs Robertson. Newman. Moving to the right. She's going to take the screen and puts up the 2. She had the range, but no service. Victoria, oh, halfway down. These goals ain't loyal. No, they ain't. Thievery after the steal from Guimaraes. They got an offensive foul down low. And a TV timeout. First break in action allows us to break into that Brazil huddle.
E ó, a defesa não pode parar, não pode cansar. Essa bola da Gabi, alguém vai, a gente se fala, vamos. Vamos. Então, mas vai junto.
A few looks at some of the highlights that we've seen so far in this one. Expecting a lot more as the day wears on. 18 games today. The Dominican Republic unable to join us. So that would be the reason why we have 18 games today. But they were on the schedule, but had some traveling setbacks. 6-3, Brazil in front. Oh, dribble drive, nice spin move, kicks it way out in the deep. Nice knockdown in front of the Ilio logo. Newman doing it. Guimaraes unfazed as she answers on the inside. Fuchs Robertson, nice feed on the drive. And Newman is going to put another one up and in. So Camila Newman starting to get into her bag. Oh, Guimares, she steps through. Not happening that time. Fuchs Robertson. Wilbacher. Wilbacher. Right to left, left to right. And a foul en route to the rim. So Wilbacher will start at the top of the key and get this possession going for the Austrians. She'll receive a screen. Nothing happening on the roll. Fuchs Robertson, it's all on you. Oh, halfway down and it came out. Sasa trying to get it cleared. I believe she dribbled that off of her foot. Is that, yeah, that was the call. Eddie Lou was all on top of it. So Wilbacher will reset. Oh, that ball down low. Cookies nearly took it. Give me that back. Oh, nobody there. Uncontested layup. Two-piece, no biscuit. We got an 8-6 game. Victoria on the move, straight to the hole. Here's Newman, the turnaround. Oh, sets her feet, sets her sight on another two, but that one touches nothing but air. So here we go. Luana gets it over to Sasa. Sasa coming back around. She's emerging as one of the top players in South America. Guimares trying to put her name in the hat as well. There is Fuchs Robertson, missed it, point blank. Alice, no. Sasa, baseline. Oh, she's gonna miss it point blank too. Gotta be careful not to foul here. Sometimes that frustration of missing a shot. So here we go. We got our second TV timeouts. We are at 3:38 and a close game. Brazil only leading by 2. The young fellas in the building. Checking out the ladies to start the day. Victoria will start it for the Brazilians. And a warning. Got to give a clean check, top of the key. That's a delay of the game warning. Next one will be a technical. Guimares. Contact on the way up. Up steps Guimares. Guimarais. If that is the right pronunciation. It was not the right trajectory on the shot. Oh, kick out. Ooh, almost a two-piece and a biscuit, but instead, just 2 free throws. Fuchs Robertson. I just found out that Fuchs actually means fox in German. They of course speak German in Austria. So maybe that's a nice natural nickname for Fuchs Robertson. Yeah, how does that sound? Foxy and Anya. Foxy Robertson. We'll work on that one. You also may notice with the Brazilian men's team, we saw it yesterday, and also the Brazilian women's team, you see they have wings tattooed on their shoulders because they work for the Brazilian Air Force. So that courtesy of our senior communications manager, Julian DeBove, who passed me that note. I didn't know that. So they work for the Brazilian Air Force, and that's why you see those tattoos on their shoulders. Cool. Somebody's doing some research around here. So Fuchs Robertson will try to compose herself at the line. A flick of the wrist, and it's a swish straight through. Austrian men's team is here. Both the Kaltenbrunner brothers. The Nortner's here. Tramal is here. And of course, Mr. Robot, coach of the men's Austrian team, Stefan Stojicic, who is going to be making his return. He already made his return. He played outstanding in that Novi Sad Challenger. Good to see him healthy and back. He's a player coach. And he's hoping that Austria can claim the lead over these Brazilians. Wildbacher, left, right. Wildbacher, get it out of here. She inspected it and rejected it. It did not pass the test. Oh, nice touch. Soft. Back and forth we go. We got an even game at 11 apiece. Nice contest to set the tempo for day 2. Luana. No. Oh, somebody hit the deck hard. That's Newman. She's gonna shake it off and get back to it. Yeah. Drop step, fade away. Good look. Just wasn't the result that Fuchs Robertson had hoped for in an 11-11 tie. 2:28 to go, and Luana sneaks one up and in. So Brazil in the driver's seat for the moment. Away. It's crunch time. Fuchs Robertson. That's a 10 on level of difficulty. Incredibly soft touch to knock down that shot. Victoria trying to kick it out here. Now Sasa, 3 in the key called, and she had turned it over anyway, so there's a wasted chance for Brazil. Long ball. Alice, no. Oh, nice fake. Decided to give it up anyway. Victoria straight on 2. Missed it. Minute 40 and counting left. Luana, she does most of her damage inside. Guimarães, high arc. Goes off the iron. Newman making her move. She's got some daylight here. What a tough shot with the left. So Guimarães, she's setting up shop here. Victoria, she's gonna take another one. That is swiped away. But I think the whistle comes from the momentum carrying her into the shooter. Looked like she might have got ball, but you're not allowed to crowd the shooter in a way to where they're not allowed to come down safely. That's how you see a lot of people get hurt. So there's Victoria going to the stripe as a result. And she blows the first of 2. Brazil, with 1:20 to play here, they got 6 fouls as well. So that means that they cannot foul without putting Austria on the line. That's going to give the Brazilians a 1-point edge. Fuchs Robertson, are you kidding me? How did she hit that? Sasa, Nana. And Brazil, I think they want to call a timeout. .42 ticks remaining, game 1. Come on. Come on. All right, DJ Last starting to get the energy going in here. DJ Last, our official Olympic 3x3 DJ. He can spin it. He just doesn't put a playlist together and press play and walk away. DJ Last can spin it. One-point lead, Brazil. Trying to put the final touches on this, although it ain't over with, close even yet. Rebound, Victoria, oh, nice fake, but another layup miss. She's gonna get another chance. And a foul white. For Brazil, if they hold on to win this game, they can thank their effort on the offensive glass. They have been absolute terrors on the offensive glass all game long, continuing to give themselves more and more opportunities. And there's Sasa. Oh, Sasa. She blew it. Fuchs Robertson hit the deck. Alex has position. She's D'd up. She's gonna try again. Nice find. Fuchs Robertson, no. Fuchs Robertson is fouled on the shot attempt. That is number 8 on Brazil. So 2 free throws will come for Fuchs Robertson. If she knocks them both down, then Austria can steal this one, potentially with only 2 seconds left the first. She blows it. The best they can hope for at the moment is a tie. This is a high-pressure free throw for Fuchs Robertson. This time, she's gonna knock it down. 2 seconds to shoot. The clock hasn't started. The game clock hadn't started, so I actually think that this works to the advantage of Brazil because that clock should have started immediately after that free throw make, which would have given them 2.3 seconds to quickly get a pass out and a shot up. But it looks like they're going to be able to actually start this possession at the top of the key. And obviously gives them some time to draw something up. They're huddling up right now, and we're going to make a determination of actually how much time that they have. It's not going to be 2.3. They're going to have 1 second to shoot. So, look, if you can draw a play up for 1 second, then that's next level. Oh, it's Austria ball. Fuchs Robertson heaves it. We're going to overtime. First game of the day. We'll have an extra period to decide it. So first team to score 2 points in OT is going to win it. That's the way it goes down in 3x3. We'll see who starts with possession. I think it's going to be Brazil. Austria started with the ball in regulation, so the Brazilians will get it here in OT. Let's see if they look for 2 or they take a 1. Victoria making her move. Guimarães also driving, so they're not looking to end this in 1 shot, but all they need is 1 more shot. Guimarães gives Brazil a 1-point advantage. Austria wants a timeout. Take another look. Guimarães drops the shoulder and uses that size to get some people out her way. Takes the bucket and takes the lead, but Austria could take this with a 2-piece. I think they draw something up to where they're gonna get Newman a look. Newman 2, no. Guimarães, she scored the first one in overtime, and she handles business on the second as well. That is your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Brazil give it to Austria in OT, and they are victorious. Hard-fought game, both sides, but the Brazilians are flexing. They dug deep to get that one. It was Guimarães in that overtime period that ended up giving them the edge. She is strong down there in the paint. So Guimarães and Gonçalves, Victoria, and Luana, they take it by a count of 2 in OT, 16-14. See both of these teams again later. See if Austria can bounce back in their contest against the United States. That's going to be a toughie. But see what they can do. Brazil will play France. That will be a tough one for them as well, going against 2 of the premier countries in 3x3. That's for later. This is for now. A recap of what we just saw in an overtime thriller, thriller now. That was good. Nice way to start the day. They were trading buckets back and forth. You heard me mention throughout the game that Brazil's activity, controlling the glass, rebounding the ball, really gave them the edge. And that aggression, that all attack mode type mentality is what ended up giving them the game in overtime. I thought Newman played well for Camila Newman, that is, for Austria. Fuchs Robertson had a chance to win the game at the free throw line. She split a pair. And those are the type of things that come back to bite you in the end if you can't take advantage of what are considered to be the freebies. Now, a high-pressure free throw at the end of the game, any pro will tell you that's not easy. It's a free throw, but it's not easy. And proves to be the undoing of Austria and allows Brazil to take it in OT. Here we are from the Grundplatz here in Belgium by way of Amsterdam, here in the Flanders region. First time that Belgium has had an opportunity to host a World Cup. We'll see the Belgium women's team today as well. They are star-studded. We saw what the men's team did yesterday. They would love nothing more than to pull off a Belgium sweep in their own backyard. It's a TBD, to be determined. We got a lot of 3x3 hoop that will happen between now and then. There's the Netherlands team. Shout out to Janine Hoyt. She said I was saying her name. She got mad at me at breakfast this morning. That's all right. Hey, listen, I make mistakes sometimes, all right? To me, Hoyt sounds like Hoyt. You see what I mean? It's my mistake. I don't think that Janine is ever gonna talk to me again. But anyway, it's all about the men's today as the Orange Lions take the court. 3 Olympians with Arvin Slagter, DeMeo Vanderhorst. The Vorn identity is back. And of course, Julian Jaring, the Netherlands wouldn't even be at the Olympics last year if it hadn't been for Juice and his contributions at the OQTs. He was outstanding. Now he's gone from male model to 3x3 hooper. Not everybody's as fortunate to have a chiseled jawline and a fresh haircut. He went to go see Lobby. Yeah. Now out comes China. Another Olympic team, country with 2 Olympians on this team. In Yan Peng and Heonan Lee. Those were the 2 guys that played at the Olympics. They got Yanbo Zhu and Hanyu Guo. So that's their quartet as they come out here ready to roll. The China men come in as the 20th seed.
Good luck, guys.
So I think the Netherlands are going to start with it. You see Dime smiling to start the game. But are you happy for me? I think he's in kill mode. That was a Kendrick reference, by the way. Never mind. But back to the China team. They come in as the 20th seed. That means they're dead last in the men's competitions in terms of seeding. They actually finished last in the Olympic standings, too. I mentioned Heonan Lee and Peng Yan are the 2 Olympians who carry that over from this team. But they really put on a tough competition. They're going to have maybe one of the toughest assignments of the day in trying to stop the man we know as Dimes. That is DeMeo Vanderhorst, the Dutch master, He's been on fire on the World Tour this year. 36 points from 4 games in Utsunomiya. He's been doing this whole air guitar thing this year. So he's playing his own version of string music. Speaking of string music, that's a sharpshooter right there, Arvind Slagter. He's a hired gun on this Dutch team. He and Jesse Vorn helped shoot the Netherlands into the Olympics and to a 5th place finish. Didn't medal, but they certainly put on a performance that their country could be proud of. And they're doing some new things. They're doing some new things. So we got people hyped up. Now, as it relates to the World Cup, we go back to 2019 in Amsterdam. The Netherlands men finished 11th, and the women finished 12th. So obviously not the results that they had hoped for. There's a lot of expectation, you know, given the history of both of these teams and some of what we've seen them accomplish in 3x3 over the years. They have been a perennial medaler in our World Cups and in our Europe Cups. There's Juice. He's got body bag potential. I mean, this dude can really fly. Athlete. He's relentless on the glass. So well put together Netherlands team. Their federation's doing a great job. Their activity in growing the game and growing the youth of 3x3. And it's bearing fruit. But I was mentioning those medals for Netherlands. So they took a silver medal at the World Cup in 2017 and 18. I think people tend to forget just how successful the Netherlands has been. I mean, they've been there. Anytime. That's number 12 for China. Hugh, who played at the Olympics in 3x3, ended up being named MVP of the CBA. That's the Chinese Basketball League this season. So, I mean, they got, ain't no slouches on this Chinese team. China is there too, and of course, the Chinese women took bronze at the Olympics. And Chinese men had a run too. They just they couldn't put it together. But they upset Poland and Belgium at the Olympics. If you remember, China beat Poland and Belgium in the pool phase. They only lost to the eventual Olympic champs by a single point in the group stage too. That would be Latvia. So while they finished last, China, they were certainly competitive against the world's best at the Olympic stage. And now they get a little rematch here with the Netherlands. And we got our first bucket of the game. China is going to draw first blood. The Netherlands really changed their whole approach in terms of their roster. We've seen it happen over the years where they used to be this a pick and roll team, strong, great size, but they were mainly hinged on defense. The game has become a more offensive game. Speaking of offense, there was Dimes dropping one, but it's become more of an offensively charged game. So what that means is they needed to adjust and get more shooters, and that's exactly what they went and did. Went smaller, a little bit more athletic, and here they are, 2022 Olympians. Long ball, too long. So foul on White. And that who I was speaking about earlier, he's not actually on this roster. He was on the Olympic team. You remember him? The big guy that scored like 17 in one game? Yeah, that dude was incredible. This is Zhu, not who. Zhu to the hoop. Slaughterhouse try to sneak one into the cutting juice, but it's disrupted. There's Guo down low to Zhu. He puts it through. 4-1 China. Head-to-head, Netherlands and China have played at a couple of international competitions, one being the Olympics. The Netherlands beat them there. And also the 2016 FIBA 3x3 World Championships. I was there back then. Serbia took gold on the men's side. Oh, Jesse Vorn. Quick move, but he didn't finish it. It was almost a play worth talking about. Guo. No. An early 3-point lead for the Chinese. The Netherlands, the 6th seed. The Orange Lions. Juice. Oh, he missed the crib. Watch out for the cameraman. Okay, so Jan, the Olympian, he will start the possession. Payne. Oh, look at that, give and go. How you love that. Foul red after that, but Netherlands being pushed a little bit here. First 2 minutes of this game. High expectations for a country that's taken 2 silver medals on the men's side. Dimes crossed on him, spin, but does not finish. Here comes Juice! Oh my goodness! He was told to go away. Go back to museum playing. What a block at the rim. Normally that's a body. Vorn kicks it. Dimes can't swish it. And offensive foul is called. But that block was something. Take another look, Juice with the clear lane, but he's met right at the rim. He had it packed like a sack lunch. Have a good day. 4-point game, Dimes, Frito-Lay. He's starting to feel himself. Once you see Dimes start to flex and that lion starts roaring, he goes from Simba to Mufasa. He used to be the young gun on the Netherlands team, playing with the legends. He also played a lot with their coach, Aaron Royer now. Shout out to Royer with a dab and ranch. The whole Netherlands crew. Bas Roosendaal, all orange, Joey Shelvis, Jesper Jobse, all of them. Oh, he came through dripping. Arvin Slaughter with another victim. Slaughterhouse going back to work. He'll drop it off. Dimes with a lane. Oh, and he pokes one. Dimes showing off the bounce as the Netherlands are coming alive now. Vorn, Slaughter shoots and misses. And that's a foul on Slaughter, who's holding down Jan. Our first TV timeout, 6:18 to play. Our first men's action here in Group B. China and Netherlands locked in a close one.
Ze kunnen die seals niet meer stoppen als geen
Another
6
look back at Dimes.
Als je lange inside blijft,
Climbing the ladder.
Opnieuw, maak een move.
Poke you very much. So we saw game 1 go to OT. Brazil getting past Austria. Oh, there's Guo. He's Guon. Quick step to the rim. Slaughter Up fake. Uses that pivot well, apparently. Oh, look at Juice. He drops it off and Slaughter puts it in. China, though, still leading 7-6. Pull up. Missed it. Lee couldn't get it to go. Jarring cross court. Another foul. That's 7 on China. So that will send Jesse Bourne to the free throw line, known as the Bourne identity. That's because he's a shooter. And there's Bourne. He's played on the World Tour. 6 games. He's got 14 international caps and an Olympian at and he's 32 years old. He's the 3rd youngest on this team. Lee, places to go and buckets to get. Nice lay on the spin move. Bourne, he gets the step. Now it's ISO, top of the key, Hezzy, pull up. Just missed the mark. 8-8 game. Lee lets it go. It's short. Juice. Oh, flips it over his shoulder to Dimes. Dimes steps through, back to Juice. Juice attacking the rack again. This time he opts for the floater. He misses it long. So 8-8 it stays. Pull up. Guo couldn't hit it. Lee tracks it down. Guo will have another chance here. They got to get it down in the paint quickly. Zhu couldn't hold it. Dimes will come around. Dimes splitting through the defense. Throws up the hook. It looked like a fatigue shot. But in this game, every shot is a fatigue shot. 3x3, where the action is non-stop, the play is continuous. Defense turns to offense, offense turns to defense, just like that. What you know about that? We know all about that. That song's right on cue from DJ Last. Slaughter, yeah, he gets the friendly roll underneath. The Dutch in front. The neighbors to the north. Here in Antwerp. Oh, got a foul. I believe that's going to be called on jarring. Juice will check out. So Slaughter, Bourne, and Van der Horst on the floor for the Dutch. Guo, Zhu, and Yan on the court for China. 9-9 contest. It's going back and forth like an Aaliyah track. 3:55 left and a TV timeout. China in the penalty with 7 fouls. Netherlands with 1 more to give.
对对，快了，不要跟他们节奏打。哎，挡拆的时候，挡10再走，不要再当假掩护了。挡10。谁罚？我罚吗？还是？哎，等会儿打那个什么，郭汉宇，你在中间打，咱俩打上打那个什么巴士。不是，直接分我走了。我们有机会可以反跑，他们追得贼凶。好好好，我直接反跑了。啊！顶一个回合换我，我好多了。
All right. The free throw on the tech is good. The Dutch hit with a tech. I guess that we're talking too much with the officials. I think that was the reason why. What a dime! JV with a varsity pass. A warning for red. Can't defend in that restricted area, that semicircle under the bucket after a scored basket. It's a delay of game warning. So China will get a tech next time they do that. Okay. All right. We get back to it now. In a 10-10 tie. 2 tight games to start the day. Pull up. Oh. That stroke was broke. Jesse Vaughan swings through. Excuse me. In a rush to the cup, he puts the Netherlands up. Back in Vaughan's hands with the mini dread swinging. He puts it up, miss. Lee's gonna get a look here. The drive, and oh, he blew the crib. Gotta have those. Juice looking for Vaughan. Vaughan's got it top of the key. He's got 3 to shoot. 2. He puts one up in the face. That jumper was cushy. You heard it was cushy. Anyway, China answers back. It's still only a 1-possession game. And indicative of what we saw in Tokyo just a summer ago from the Chinese men, who I remind you, they only lost to Latvia, who went on to win gold by a single point in the group stage. They beat Poland and Belgium, and neither one of those teams are slouches. Half of that Olympic team is here. So DeMel Vanderhorst will get a couple of opportunities here at the stripe. The first is he's going to get the friendly roll. He'll extend the Netherlands lead to 3. He doubles as a player for their pro tour team as well. Team Amsterdam. So a 4-point advantage here for the Dutch with 2:30 to play. China's not going anywhere, but they got to stop making those type of mistakes. See, they turn that one over, and they will give it back to the Dutch. Vaughan elevates. Oh, he missed it close. He's going to get another chance. Jan, oh, tough miss. Vaughan, oh, this dude is wet. Keep him away from electrical wires. 17-11. There's an answer from China. Dimes crosses right to left. Took him on a drive to the hole. And then flexed on him. Whoa. Dimes' floater did not have nearly enough float. That ball needed some helium. Whoa. Here he goes. Straight to the rack. It's a lay. Dimes, good positioning. He's going to get another chance here. Up fake. He finally gets it out. He's got Slaughterhouse, top of the key. 2 is released from Jan. It's a no. Minute to go, and it's 18-14. Van der Horst with position. He's going to earn another foul. And another trip to the free throw line. Timeout. Netherlands. They're going to give Dimes a breather before he shoots 2 free throws. But it looks like the Netherlands are going to repeat what they were able to do at the Olympic Games last July.
Zij mogen alleen eentje scoren. Ze scoren. Hey, stay solid, guys.
The message in the Dutch huddle, simple. They said, stay solid. Stay solid. That means stick to what we've been doing. And they're in a good position. Very likely to be in a better position with Dimes at the free throw line. The 31-year-old #1 ranked Dutch player, Van der Horst, adds to the lead. Silver medalist at that 2018 World Cup. He knows what it takes to get to that stage. So apparently also in that Dutch huddle, they said that they were going to let the Chinese team score a point just so they can get the possession and put them away. And we're seeing that play out right in front of our face. Oh, Vorn, don't do him like that. Kicks it to Dime, piece, no. Juice gets it back. Van der Horst will try again. He fakes the pass. Instead, he uses the flotation device. He's raising the roof. It is the Netherlands who get the job done against China. Not exactly an easy body of work, but they do body the Chinese. And here's a look at that last play. Dimes with the soft touch. What is that? Velvet? So there's the Orange Lions contingent. Hello to all of you. Meantime, Demel Van der Horst is standing by courtside with Julien Debove to talk about their opening win. Ju, take it away.
Demel, congratulations. It's very important to start the tournament with a big win, and this is what you got here against a very good Chinese team.
Yeah, we know China, they are fighters, so we know we have to match the intensity, and I think we did pretty well. And you see it is close to mid-game, and then we started to take over, so we did a good job.
Yeah, we spoke just yesterday about all your ambitions. You got a silver medal at the World Cup already in 2018. The team won a World Tour event without you, and I think it's very personal for you to win a tournament, to win the World Cup here.
I mean, every tournament for me is personal. I want to win every tournament, and I'm really proud of my guys winning the World Tour Masters, but it's time for me to get one too.
Congratulations, man. Good luck for the second game.
Thank you.
To victory, and you heard him say it. Yeah, I want something for myself. He was a member of that 2018 silver medalist team, but he's yet to win a World Tour Masters. Although that Amsterdam team, they got it done without him. They had Max Kovacevic and Julian Jaring and Aaron Royer on that team, and I believe Arvin Slaughter that got them that Masters win. I think a gold medal here in Antwerp would suffice. It don't get better than that. This is the biggest event next to the Olympic Games itself, and Dimes was in his bag. Here's one of his many highlights in the game as he touches iron on the drive. Jaring, we saw, normally Jaring is gonna dunk on some people. He got sent away. It's a great play for a Chinese team defensively, but I guess the only thing that matters is whether or not you get a win, right? That belongs to the Dutch. There's a Dutch dime from Jesse Vorn, the Vorn identity. He was on a kill streak too, and China could not respond or respond. Vorn, cash money yet again. The Dutch Olympians are back, and they on a mission. Last point, Dimes takes it in his own hand and gives us a demonstration of how you make a floater. Class is in session. Day 2 is in session. What's good? Kyle Montgomery, aka the voice of 3x3, in your ear. We're gonna keep things on the men's side. And we're gonna get a couple more countries that we saw in the Olympics. DJ Lass, there he is. Hard at work, we see you, DJ Lass. Give me some Tech 9, DJ Lass. Somebody hit DJ Lass up and tell him give me some Tech 9, Kansas City. Right now, I give you Poland and Japan. Men's Pool C action. B and C in action today. A and D were in action yesterday. And you have 3 Olympians here in front of your face, along with my guy, Didushko. Lukasz Didushko, the new addition. Szymon Reduch, Paweł Pawlowski, and Przemysław Zamowski, the new centerpiece of this Polish team. They have made some changes. Obviously, the biggest one is no more 3x3 legend and icon, maybe the most prolific scorer in the history of the game, Michael Money in the Bank Hicks. They've started a new era, and they're off to a good start. They obviously played extremely well, taking a bronze medal at the Europe Cup 2021 in Paris. Zamoyski was all in his bag, proving that he can lead this squad. Pawlowski, the longest tenured member of this Polish team. Szymon Reduch has been around. He's a constant contributor. Always has a good attitude on this Polish team, and they're starting anew. Now, how about Team Japan? Japan men, they have not enjoyed the same success as the women's team has. In years past, we saw the women's team win gold twice at the U23 World Cup. They nearly earned a spot on the podium at the Tokyo Olympic Games. But the Japan men, they made an Olympic run that their country, I think, can be proud of. As an 8 seed, they finished 6 out of the 8 teams. But let me tell you, Japan played everybody tough. If you look back to those Olympic Games, they played everybody tough. They had only one loss that was greater than 5 points, and that's because they ran into Serbia. They got it handed to them. But they pulled off an upset win over Belgium in the pool phase, and they beat China. So the Japan men are nothing to sleep on. They ain't gonna be sleeping on Zebo. He'll take your chain, he'll take your bike. They trying to be like Craig and knock him out. That's the guy that is gonna bring that type of fighting punch, is Tomoya Ochai, AKA the Worm. He's a 3x3 vet, he's an Olympian, he's an icon in 3x3, and certainly in Japan. He's a lefty. He's trying to prove that he can still get it done. An all-around player, passes the ball extremely well, and the utmost leader on this Japanese team. Really excited to see what they're going to bring to the table here. Yasuko is also a straight-up baller, quick guard, hard to stay in front of. He's going to make things difficult on this Polish defense. So now, only thing that's left is for the fellas to play, right? Ain't no time for games. 10 minutes on the clock. We're gonna see who sprints to 21. The other Japanese players, by the way, Soichiro Fujitaka, that's Ryuto Yasuoka, and Ryo Sadohara. You saw Yasuko, the 27-year-old. He's got 15 international caps on that Olympic team as well. Ochai, a bronze medalist of the Asia Cup 2018. So they don't come in without some accolades themselves. But the accolades don't exactly matter right now. do they? It don't matter. It in the past. Presently, Pablo is getting a score underneath. Yasuoka, step back. He's gonna get it back. Oh, but he misses the floater. That was a nice setup at least. Zebo. Offensive foul is called. So Moisky really has the capability to get it done. He and Hicks, it was a Hicks show in 2019 when Poland shocked Serbia in the bronze medal game. Really one of the most memorable shots in the history of the game. Zebo was on that team. He was second on the team in scoring. Now he's that guy. And he's got the rock in his hand. Can Poland take another medal here in the 2022 edition? There's an offensive foul. They come in seated 11. Pavlovsky was on that bronze medal World Cup team. Nice drive and score. And so was Szymon Ordusz. He was on the Europe Cup team, excuse me, not that 2019 World Cup team. Pablo, it's a no. Fujitaka with the quick step. He's gonna drop it off to Ochai. Nice ball movement again from the Japanese. Ochai, the worm, he rebounds. Are you surprised? His nickname's the worm. So Ochai taking a bump. Poland picked up 3 fouls to go with 1 point. Yasuoka catches and shoots, but an offensive foul is committed prior to the shot attempt. Here's Zebo. Zamoyski missed the lefty lay. And Ochai all alone. Finishes with the layup. Pavlovsky changes direction. He's gonna give it over to Zebo. Zebo straight on 2. Zebo will start the possession. Shimo. He will get it down to Day-Day. So Didushko, he will lay it in. Didushko is a glue guy. He's not gonna do something that's too fancy for you. He's not gonna score a lot of points. He's gonna defend, he's gonna rebound. Oh, I take that out of the nets. Didushko. The stroke was broke, but there he's right. Follows it up with a make. Fujitaka elevates and finishes with the left hand. Zebo. His 2 is missed, but Didushko didn't forget to tip. Yasuoka, step back. Way out in the deep end. Front iron as Zamoyski will come down with it. Poland trailing by 2. We're only 3 minutes into this contest. Next dead ball, we'll see a TV timeout, and there it is. Right on cue, TV timeout, as both teams will get a break. And we're gonna eavesdrop into that Polish huddle. Let's listen. Back to it we go. Pull up. No hesitation. But a foul white. So Poland has as many fouls as they have points. 4 and 4. The Japanese lead them by 2. Poland beat Japan in the Olympics pool phase by just 1 point. So they've got that to, I guess, build on. The teams are obviously slightly different than they were. One and 2 all time in the in international competitions. Japan actually beat Poland at the World Cup 2019 pool phase, but the loss at the Olympic Games and the loss at the World Cup 2018. Poland made a hell of a run in 2018. They didn't medal, but if you remember back, they beat Latvia, and they also nearly beat Serbia, who went on to win gold. It took a Dejan Majstorovic ridiculous 2-ball, and how many crazy shots have we seen Maestro hit? But that's what it took for the Serbians to beat Poland. They were in line to even win that one. So Poland has always been one of those teams. Japan is still trying to get over the hump. They've played well at the Asia Cup competitions, but in terms of the World Cup, have not quite gotten there. Zebo. He's going to get the foul called in his favor this time. Zebo to the left, to the left. Ardouche, swoosh, or swish, is what I meant to say. 7-7. Long ball on target like infrared. 9-7, Japan take the lead. Thanks to the guy rocking 2-3, Yasuoka. Here's Ardouche. Ardouche to Pavlovsky. Pavlo, right to left. What in the world? He put it all up in his face. Sign that for me. That's what we used to do when I played. If you shot a ball in somebody's face, they had to sign it. Anyway, Ardouche with the rebound. 9-9. And it's up. Zebo, top of the key. He'll start this possession as we approach the midway point here. Pool C action. Game 2 for the men. Next up, the USA women. They'll hit the court against New Zealand. Zamoyski making his move. Offensive fouls called. We've seen a few of those whistled on Poland as Zebo and Dede have a discussion. There's Ochai going left. And Ochai, he's played more World Cups than every other player except for Dejan Majstorovic and Dusan Bullet and Marco Savage. 5 World Cups. The long tenured 3x3 star is going to miss his long range attempt. Zebo, he's going baseline. Fooled him. It ain't April. Oh, long ball. Proved to be far too long. Ochai with another rebound. They don't get it up in time. That's a shot clock violation. So Tomoyo Ochai will check out, wearing that number 91 in honor of his idol, Dennis Rodman, AKA the Worm. It's getting physical. Physical. Yep. That is foul number 5 on Japan. Zebo, no. It's red ball. They are obviously got a good shot here. Japan trailing by 1. Yasuoka. Saruhara start. What a pass! And a better finish! That was an electric hookup. It shocked me. (11-11), and that's so nice. We got to see it twice. Oh, you got a TV timeout and a perfect chance for us to look back at that connection. Ochai setting up Fujitaka.
Here
we go. There's Ochai with the X-ray vision. And Fujitaka? Oh yeah, he's rising up. And he's from the land of the rising sun. Makes sense to me. (11-11). Zebo coming through, taking it right at Ochai. Can't score it at the rim. Saruhara trying to set up something on the right, but a foul away from the ball. Oh yeah, wow, looks like Zebo, the back of his head is bleeding. He's gonna need some medical attention. He's not woozy or anything, but there was definitely a collision, I think, between he and Fujitaka. And Fujitaka's got some blood in his mouth, maybe a loose tooth, but man, you can see that Zamoyski, they want to clean up some of that blood and see exactly how severe that cut is. But he's leaking. And how do they fit? Okay, wait, he's back on the court. Apparently, no, have they fixed it enough to where he can play on? I'm no medical professional, but you got to put something on there. But how do you put a Band-Aid on a buzz cut? You got to wrap his head in something. Something like when Maxim Kovacevic had a head injury in Debrecen a few years back. That's what I figured had to be done. Band-Aid ain't gonna fix that. So while Zebo gets wrapped up, we're gonna see how this game wraps up. Ochai, he took a few too many steps. Travel's called. And Zebo, he thought he could come back in. He's still leaking. They got to do a better tape job than that. You got to layer that. He's going to be looking like a mummy coming off the bench in a second. So Zebo sporting his new look. He's going to lose a few swag points with this look. But he's battling. He's a warrior. He's stepping up to the free throw line. And I'm not laughing at the injury at all. I'm certainly hoping he's okay, but I know Zebo and this hairstyle he would probably find pretty funny too. Still bleeding pretty good there, too. I think they're going to have to even potentially wrap him up more. And Ardush, he does not connect on the first of two. Japan's got 8 fouls. 3.5 to play here. And that time, Ardush gets it to go. Yasuoka will hand it off as the battle continues between Japan and Poland. Yasuoka, pull up J. Zamoyski cooking now. He drops in the two-piece. Now Ochai comes to the bucket. He wants, that's an offensive foul. And I think that's a good call from official Marcos. You can see that Ochai on his drive here. Look at the offhand. He throws that elbow right into the chin of Zamoyski, who's already beat up. And I think that's a good call to make. Ochai didn't really even have to do it. Just shield the defender and go up strong. Zebo making his move. He's got the step. He's gonna kick it to Ardush. That's a miss. Another whistle. Active whistles in this contest. Japan up to a 10th foul now. So that means they're in the double penalty, which is double trouble for them. Not only do the Polish get 2 free throws by way of Didushko, they're gonna get possession too, with a 2-point lead. So Day misses. But he makes the second. So in the 15-12 contest, Day to the rack. 4-point lead, make that a 3-point game. Ardush, corner, no. Day keeps it alive and sets up Ardush for the layup. Poland in control by 4. Yasuoka from deep. Shimon now. And look, how about Shimon showing some passion? He's normally very quiet, but he's yelling. 19-13, big plays for Poland to assume this 6-point lead. Let's see what Japan is talking about. So Poland has been active on the offensive glass, and all of a sudden the tight game isn't so tight anymore. 2 minutes to play. Yasuoka can change some things, but he does not. Air ball. Round comes Zebo. Zebo finishes with the layup. He scored 41 points at the Europe Cup last year to lead Poland to bronze. He's off to a nice scoring campaign here at the World Cup in Antwerp, Belgium. Z puts him to sleep. That's the last Z in a series of them, as Poland comes away with the victory. Hard-fought game. All you gotta do is look at Zamoyski's head to indicate that. He and Ochai exchange some kind words. But here's your game winner, 21-13. Poland beat Japan. So it's exactly what you would expect here at the World Cup. The best 3x3 teams in the world are colliding here on day 2, with plenty more to come. When you look back quickly at that last contest, that was physical, it was tight, at least for a stretch. Poland started with a Pawlo set up from Zamoyski. Yasuoka making it happen on the inside. I think the contributions of some of the role players really helped Dadushko. He was making plays on the glass, rebounding, setting his teammates up. Pawlo with the setup, and there's Dede right on cue. Streaking to the bucket, giving his teammate a moving target. There's a standing target, and Artadush was on target. Ochai, the 3x3 veteran, doing his best to try to slow down this Polish attack, but Zebo is a bully sometimes. It ain't Friday. He's still bullying people. Yasuoka, pull up mid-range. Not a problem. We'll also get to see the Polish women's team in action today with Kobe, one of the more exciting women's players in the field. So looking forward to that, and most certainly looking forward to the game that's next on our schedule. It's the red, white, and blue. The United States women against the New Zealand women. New Zealand women and men, they won the World Cup qualifier Asia in Doha just a couple of months ago to earn their spot here. They got Tiarna Clark on that team, Fotu, 2 top-level 3x3 players. Out come the USA women. Interestingly enough, the USA women are on an 8-year gold medal drought, but they have really been carrying the torch for American 3x3 for quite some time. They won in 2012. Sierra Burdick was a member of that undefeated 2014 USA gold medal World Cup team. That she was with Jewel Lloyd then. Now she's with Haley Van Lith, the young star, Lauren Cox, and Ashley Rose Jones. So Sierra Burdick is the veteran. She's going to provide that leadership, and she's trying to become the first ever woman to win a gold medal at the World Cup in 3x3 ever. USA women went 4-1 in Bordeaux, France, a tune-up before this week's competition. This ain't gonna be a tune-up right here. Kalani Parcell. She's got a few international caps under her belt. And they come out with a pretty impressive looking New Zealand team. The Tall Ferns have hit the court. And here's their 4. Gabriela Fotu, Tiarna Clark, Julian Christina Harmon, and Kalani Purcell lacing them up against the red, white, and blue. New Zealand's men's team, although they lost to Serbia yesterday, they got out to a big lead. They look good. I don't think that they're done. Of course, the teams in action yesterday will be playing again tomorrow.
Good luck.
And the teams that we see in action today will be playing on Friday. I'm trying to keep my days from getting mixed up. USA women come in as the 7th seed. New Zealand women come in as the 19th seed. I mentioned those gold medals for the United States. 2012, they did it. 2014, they did it. The Tokyo Olympic Games last year, they did it. Hailey Van Lith is a gold medalist at the U19 level in 3x3. We've seen her star for Louisville. She'll be returning next year, and look, she's going to the WNBA. There ain't no mistake about it. She's going to be a star for a long time. Kobe Bryant, the late great Kobe Bryant, a mentor of Van Lith, and you can see reflection of that confidence in her game. She's dripping swagoo. All right, she got plenty of sauce, which I think we will see. There's Van Lith right there. USA women have really set the standard at the World Cup. And the USA have earned 5 medals altogether. The men got their first gold medal at the 2019 edition. The women had got the previous 2, but they haven't won a gold in 8 years. So Fotu and company will try to keep that drought alive for the Americans by handing them a loss to start things off. We will see. I got Lauren Cox on this USA women's team. 6'4". She's somewhat of a 3x3 newcomer, although she did win. She was a member of the winning team at the USAB Red Bull 3x Nationals. Cox played, she's a forward for the LA Sparks. Jones, a guard at Iowa State. So these are accomplished U.S. players, and of course coached by the great herself, Kara Lawson. Coaches at Duke University and has guided the USA women's 3x3 teams in 7 tournament championships since 2017. How you love that? You gotta love that. That was Cashmere. Soft touch from Van Lith. Tiana Clark gets her stuff swatted as Van Lith is locking in on the defensive end. She got that look in her eyes. Van Lith, a rising star, junior guard at the University of Louisville. 3x3 is a different game. Harmon, that shot was not harmonious. Off the front iron it goes. Excuse me. I was trying to hold off that sneeze, but these things can't be controlled. TC. Setting up KP. The layup was missed. Sierra Burdick will drop it off to Cox. Her turnaround, Jay, is good like grandma's cookies. It's 2-0 USA. We like football in America, but not that kind of football here in Europe. Kickball violation. Two-zip. Van Lith will open the possession. She's rocking the pigtails. And she's going to get it to Burdick. She lost the handle on it. Harmon will kick it. Fotu stepped on the line. They will turn it over. How about the road to gold for the USA women, who were the only American representative at the Olympic Games last summer? Shout out to them again. Gold medal-ish, Alicia Gray and Jackie Young, Steph Dolson, as Fotu gets the score on the inside, and Kelsey Plum. That was the quartet that won that historic gold for the women. The only team that they lost to was Japan. But an otherwise unscathed run to gold for USA. They saw what the men did yesterday, going 2-0. They'll try to do the same here day 2. Burdick, she faked her like a bootlegger. 3-1. Nice shoulder fake to set up the J, and the active defense from Burdick. Purcell, oh. Brick construction. And a shot clock violation as the Americans lead 3-1. New Zealand, they don't come in medalists. Don't get it twisted. At the Asia Cup, they took gold in 2018. They also, here in 2022, won the World Cup qualifier, Asia, which I mentioned. Tiana Clark led the show with 4-2. And also silver medals in the 2015 FIBA 3x3 Oceania Championships. As that one rolls out. Clark, she's gonna keep it alive. TC for 2. No, ma'am. Right back though, they keep it alive, and Clark is able to put it up and in. Clark gets in front of Van Lith, but not in enough time. She's called for the block. All right, Van Lith, you can bank on her. 4-2. Clark going to the spin move, getting dizzy with it. Na 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 na. 4-3. Uh-oh. Van Lith back rimmed it. TC to Harmon. Harmon, she gives it back over to Clark. Tiana, no. Burdick will recover. Has it poked away. Burdick, who also plays in the women's series. Seen her as a member of Force 10, 3X. They're doing some good things. Oh, nice. Ooh, Cox with the soft hands and puts it up and in. 4-2. Cannot knock down the 2. But it's recovered and put up and in. Oh, Burdick runs into a traffic jam. We got our first TV timeout in a 5-4 contest. Two teams trying to make a good first impression here, day 2.
Yeah, straight into a screen from the wing. Change your hands.
Kyle Montgomery, aka the voice in your ear.
Okay.
I'm having fun. Can you tell?
Once.
Maybe too much fun sometimes.
Either drive off or kick
I
it.
love this game. This is the 7th edition of the World Cup, and I've been covering these since 2016, so a lot of fun for me. Getting to see the most talented 3x3 teams in the world. Lace them up and go toe-to-toe. Nobody in front of Purcell. She's in a rush to the cup, and she finishes with the layup, plus the foul. Take another look, makes the move on Cox, ball fake, and the Frito-Lay. And that one is going to trickle in. Back over to Van Lith. Van Lith gets our footing and is able to draw the foul. Van Lith led Louisville to the Final Four this past season. Came up just short of the national championship. A star on the rise, knocks down the free throw. Clark, no. Purcell, no. Jones tracks it down. Burdick, open like a double click. She connects, 7-6. Look at that scrum for the ball. Oh, they want it. Nice feed, Harmon, the former Olympian. She's gonna get it to go. She played at the London Olympics in basketball, did Harmon. And she's got the ball in hand right now. She's got that Wilson. Is she going to put the round thing in the round thing? No, she turns around and passes it out to Purcell. And she airmails that one right out of bounds. Take another look at the feed to Harmon. Good recognition there from Purcell. Pull up Jamie, please. Haley Van Lith. She's wet, and it's 9-7. Clark couldn't track it down. Nice feed from Burdick to Cox. Mishandled for a moment. See the foul on Fotu. And the stroke from Cox at the line. Baseline. Clark makes the move. Up fake. She's got an open shooter. Harmon. String music. Far black. Van Lith surveying, getting it to Burdick. Burdick drop step, nowhere to go, but over to Van Lith. She forces up a shot, not happening. Quick feed, but that goes off the big toe of Harmon. Here's Burdick, who played for the Seattle Storm last season. Woman down. Burdick couldn't make it count, though. Purcell. She's going to the block. She's hacked. So Kalani will shoot one at the line. Purcell with 15 international caps, and she was a member of that 2018 gold medal Asia Cup squad. Now she's trying to harass Van Lith. Van Lith puts it up, and the lefty couldn't make it. Now can she defend Purcell in the post? She doesn't have to, because Purcell kicks it out. She said, girl, bye. Van Lith. Oh, she gets her cookies took. And then Clark trying to give her a two-piece. No, she does not, and misses the floater too. Quick kick out. Van Lith spins free. She's fouled. That's number 5 on the Tall Ferns. I think New Zealand's a country of just 5 million. But they have a love for this game at 3x3. They're hanging in here with the mighty USA. 11-9. Burdick. Give me that. Oh, but they turn it back over. So back come the New Zealanders. So here we go. It's USA's playing a pretty clean game. Not only leading by 2, but only 2 fouls committed. We're under 4 minutes, so that's why we have a break in the action with a TV timeout. These two teams have never met in an international 3x3 competition. These two countries, I should clarify. It's a 10-minute sprint to 21. This game will make you lose your breath. Figuratively and literally. Literally if you're a player. If you transition from 5-on-5 to 3x3, it's like Fran Fraschilla says, it's like a 3x3 game is like 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter of a 5-on-5 game. Every possession is key. Every possession requires a sense of urgency, but we do it for 10 minutes straight. That's why this thing is so intense. Jones. She makes the move, but the stroke was broke. Cox, short range, same thing. USA's lead at just 1, 4-2. Rocking, that's ironic. Her last name is 4-2, and she wears the number 42. Oh, Purcell. Cox from the corner. That comes up abbreviated. And a foul underneath. I believe that is on the Americans. Yes, indeed. Foe 2. Gets it over to Tiana Clark. That's her partner in crime. They like salt and pepper. Nice duo. Not a nice shot. Had to get it up late in the shot clock. It touches nothing. USA will make a substitution. Looks like Jones is out. So they'll go with Burdick, Cox, and Van Lith. There's Burdick, the 28-year-old, will kick it. Cox way off in the deep end like usual. Splashes it 13-10. Clark with the move. Oh, nice idea on the dime. But you got to have somebody there to catch it. Nobody home, so USA will take back over. The 2019 U18 gold medalist Van Lith will start the possession. She will get it back. Van Lith open. And it ain't that windy. Airballs it. Harmon. She puts the cookie in the cup. Van Lith will get another opportunity here. This time starting from the top of the key. Behind the back move. Lefty hook. Jones. Point blank range. She puts it down. Americans assume a 3-point advantage here. It's just over 2 minutes to go. We call it crunch time. Abdomen. We'll see if the USA can hold off the Kiwis. See that flag of New Zealand flying? See a lot of Americans in the audience as well. There's Harmon. Harmon keeping New Zealand within striking distance. A 5-point difference, a 5-point difference, a 2-point difference. Certainly is a manageable situation. But even a 5-point game in 3x3 with as many possessions as you get with 12-second shot clocks is still manageable. That's an offensive foul. Oh, 2 whistle. Vincent Royer on the mic. DJ Last on the spins. Van Lith. Tough shot. Missed it. Purcell, great positioning on Burdick, and she's going to put it up and in. New Zealand ain't going nowhere. Like some company that wears out their welcome. Get that out. Purcell threw it away. And they'll reset. 4-2, 4-2. It's a no-go. Harmon. He's working on Burdick. Gets it back. The Olympian gets it back over to 4-2. 4-2. Burdick, oh, that pass slightly off target and out of bounds. So we got a close one, don't we? For you 3x3 historians, you think back to that 2012 gold medal team that the USA brought, and it was led by future WNBA All-Star Skylar Diggins-Smith, remember? Rhea Hartley, Janae Ogwunmike, remember her? Yeah, USA won both thrillers by 1 point, 2012, 2014. Can they get back to where they were 8 years ago? The United States have 5 medals, 3 gold. The men have 1 of those golds. The women have 2. The others are silvers. Tiana Clark with the moves. Nowhere to go. Here's Burdick. Oh, it was almost dime time. Burdick puts one up. She's hacked. And she's going to shoot 2. 7th foul on the Kiwis. So a couple of big free throws for the WNBAer and Force 10 member on the women's series, 3x3 vet, and of course, World Cup gold medalist, trying to get 2 for the first time ever. She gets the first of 2 free throws. USA lead it by a count of 15-13. We're under 1 minute to play, and she's money at the line. Van Lith going to work from the right wing. Fires the J, missed it. Purcell will kick it out. Harmon, she's been doing some damage in this game. Fotu's yet to get that 2 to fall. Oh, Faker finishes with a lay. It's a 1-possession game. 27 ticks left. And when you represent the United States, there's always going to be a big bullseye on your back. A newly constructed team, they have to deal with the pressure that comes with having USA across their chest. Nice move from Harmon as she streaks to the cup and finishes with the lay-in. This one's far from over. USA with a 2-point advantage, but they do have possession. And Haley Van Lith, she will open up the possession. She gets the cookie back. She swings the Wilson to Cox. That ball boomerangs back to Cox. Burdick will feed her on the way to the cup. Get your weight up. She does not care about little people. Cox at 6'4", uses that frame and scores over Clark, no problem. Again, she really put on a show at the Red Bull USA Basketball Nationals this year in Springfield. And she's a number 3 WNBA draft pick, college superstar, and now she's becoming a 3x3 star in a 1914 contest. Cox is out, so the smaller lineup for the Americans with just 7 ticks to go and a comfortable 5-point lead. Van Lith wants to put icing on the cake, missed it, but they do not miss on their opportunity to get a win. The final, 19-14, USA over New Zealand as the Americans keep the good times rolling, picking up where the men left off yesterday, who went undefeated. The ladies start off with a dub as well. Both of these teams, again, will be back in action as the day progresses. United States women will face off against Austria in Pool B action. And New Zealand will lace them up against France. But that's that for this one. A 5-point win for the Americans. Haley Van Lith is standing by with Julian DeBove. Here's what she's got to say about the Americans' opening dub here in Belgium.
Haley, first game of the competition, a really hard-fought game. What do you think made a difference in the last minute?
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll say it again. Haley, this is the first game here of the tournament for you and your team. A very hard-fought game. What do you think made a difference in the last minute of the game?
Yeah, you know, I think 3-on-3, we know it's going to be physical. We know teams are extra physical with us in particular. And I think we did a good job of just toughing it out and staying within ourselves, playing with each other, and getting easy baskets out of it.
We've seen you in Mongolia in 2019 at the Under-18 World Cup, in Montreal, in Canada, in France. So you've traveled the world with 3x3. You're here today. Tell us about how much it means for you and the affection that you have for the game of 3x3.
Yeah, obviously I love 3x3. Like, this is my first senior national team, so it's a really big deal for me. I'm so honored to be out here and play for USA. But yeah, we have high expectations for ourselves, and we're gonna just keep pushing.
All right, congrats, good luck for the second game.
Thank you.
Well, you heard Haley Van Lith say it herself. There's always a big target on the Americans' back, and they understand that teams are going to be extra physical with them as they want to set the tone, and they handled it well. They stepped in the square, they embraced the physicality, and they embraced the challenge. This American team, coached by Kara Lawson, they are a reflection of their coach, who was hard-nosed, tough, no excuses type player. She's the same as a coach, and big reason why the Americans have had the success that they have. They got a little bit of it all. Credit to New Zealand, though. Credit to New Zealand, because they played USA to the hilt all the way to the end there. They had a chance there. This was a 2-point game, but we saw Van Lith make some key plays down the stretch. Cox with some big plays. Burdick setting the table. That's a huge shot from the 6'4" star on this American team. And they get things started the way that they had hoped for in the W category. A few more looks at the way this played out down the stretch. Burdick with some key free throws. How about Harmon for New Zealand? She really was a key for the Kiwis in hanging in this game, but Cox with that and one. That was the play that really, I think, was the cherry on top of a nice performance for the Americans. So now as we get back to it, we'll have one more game before we have our first session break. Wow, it's come up quick. Pool B action continues with France and Brazil on the women's side. We saw Brazil get an overtime win over Austria. Can they make it 2-0? Y'all don't even know I'm actually being followed all day long. They got a camera on me at all times. I gotta watch what I say. Don't worry. I always watch my words. Les Bleus, the French women, take the court with a new team this year. A couple of familiar faces in the Olympians, La Guapa, Leticia Guapo, Marie-Ève Paget, MEP, MEP, Miriam Jokundade, and Hortense Limousin. That is the 4-woman crew of the French team that have taken gold medals, but not at the World Cup, at the Europe Cup, 2018, 2019, back-to-back. Silver medal at the 2012 World Championships where they lost to the Americans, and bronze medals at the World Cup 2018, 2019, and the Europe Cup 2021. They are highly decorated. France, for a very long time, France was the bar of 3x3 in the women's competitions. They're the #2 seed. They're being challenged as the standard bearers in the women's competition. These days, as they're making some changes to their roster. You don't see Minya Touré this year, as she is former world #1 and a member of the Olympic team. They've made a change, and they're hoping that this is going to be the right combination for the French to bring them the results that they hope for. They have not taken gold at the World Cup stage. Will 2022 be the year? This is the first step in their campaign to do so. We shall see, shan't we? I'm just making up all kinds of stuff. But France, obviously, coming off a disappointing 2021 season in that they failed to medal at the Olympic Games, and they were a favorite. Not to remind them, but these officials were there at the Olympics. That's Cecilia Toth and Marcos Michelides. There's Leticia Guapo. World 35 now, but she was a long time world #1. Could be an Olympic cyclist if she wanted to. A top-level athlete. France is interesting in that they've tied for the most medals. 5, really close, but 3 of their medals bronze, 2 of them silver. As a country with the men and the women. So they have medaled 5 times, but they just have not been able to get that ever elusive gold. They want gold. Anyway, sporting this all new squad. They dominated the women's series in 2019 and 2021. But they fell short of the podium finish, as I mentioned. So 2-time European champs lead this French team. Marie-Ève Paget, MEP is one of them. I like the addition of Jaykoun Dadi, and as well as Hortense Limousin. There's a drive, a score, a hoop with the harm, no problem. It's Jaykoun Dadi, excuse me. She will step up and try to complete the 2-point play. Miriam Jaykoun Dadi, 24 years old, and she's got the French out to a 2-0 lead. It's 2-0. Vitória, her Brazilian team, winners against Austria. It took them OT to get it done. And that's the lady who did it. Guimarães got the 2 overtime scores. This French team maybe slightly more of a challenge with the veteran leadership of Paget and the dynamic play of Guapo. A little different than the Austrians, who are an emerging 3x3 country. The French have been there. They've been to the mountaintop. There's La Guapa making her move around the corner. She's held up by a foul. I'll actually be in France next week. Looking forward to going to the Poitiers Challenger. So I'll have a quick stop in Paris, in Paris, and then catch a train to Poitiers. Looking forward to it. And then it's on to the Asia Cup, Singapore after that. Busy times.
In 2022.
It's Guapo, nowhere to go. Over to the always dependable Maria Page. Met, fading, missed it, short iron. Sasa, she's gonna swing it over. Nice pass. Sasa with the moves. Guapo misses it. So we got a 2-2 game. Pool B action. The last contest before a session break. And 18 games today. Oh my goodness. Speed don't lie. Limousin. She'll get a break. But she got an extra gear. I didn't even know about it. She's so fast, she need a speeding citation. That was. Jekundade turned it over. Vitoria, strong drive, gotta finish though, she does not. So, Les Bleus take over. La Guapa, she is fouled. Former world #1. Was on her way up shooting. So Guapo is up. 2019 European gold medalist and MVP. She's gonna give France a 1-point lead. I gotta start working on my French for next week. Any helpful information you can give me, feel free. Hit me up at 3x3 The Voice. Give me some phrases. Help a brother out. Limousin. She'll get it over to Guapo. I'm being made fun of as we speak. My director is saying don't say anything in French ever. Listen, doesn't it the effort? Isn't that what counts? I used to say Les Bleus, and then they said it's not Les Bleus, it's Les Bleus. I don't even know if I'm saying it. Forget it, I'm done. You know what? I'm going to French class all next week. Les Bleus. There you go. 4-3. All right. Enough of the nonsense. Page gets it back. Page, takes a bump. Brazil is racking up the fouls, not really racking up the points. 2021 AmeriCup silver medalist. Trail it by 1. Guapo with the move, but Sasa says, not today. Oh, pull up deep. Good box out. Luana was trying to get the rebound, but Limousin, she was preventing her from getting it. Good positioning, at least I thought. Maybe it's Limousin who gets called, maybe not. Yeah, she's called for the foul. Oh, tough defense. That's textbook. So Guimares, she'll set up on the right elbow. Victoria, she'll check it up with La Guapa defending. Victoria, got her pocket picked. Well, Page couldn't hit it. Guapo, mid-range, she's short too. Sasa, Take another look at the hustle underneath. Both teams getting down and dirty. And we got a TV timeout. We're under 7 minutes, 6:51. Officially left here.
Sim, elas estão marcando muito forte, só que a gente também tem que ir forte, né? É isso. Foi lá em cima, vai pra tomar, vai pra fazer, entendeu?
Muita bola de pintar isso aqui. Cuidado. Olha as trocas.
Estamos falando, tá? Estamos no jogo, tá 4-3.
Entrou as duas. Vamos ver quem dá com a menor. Foi mal, não a minha.
Tá bom, vamos
porque
forte.
ele pegou a frente, dá essa bola. Não a minha, não a minha. Ele pegou a
Vamos,
frente,
vamos, mas deixa.
Ok. Deixa na cara, deixou. Aqui. Ei. Ok. Deixou?
Ei, vamos pra cima.
All right, back to it in a one-point game. Limousin to La Guapa. Jekundade setting up on the left side. Held up by a foul, 7 on Brazil. That means 2 free throws for Guapo. And La Guapa. That's a good-looking shot from the line. Second one, count that up too. Guapo now going back to work. Limousin setting the screen. Guapo, stop and go. Beautiful play. Four-point lead as the French continue to put on the pressure. And it looks like yet another foul. Is that on Brazil? No, that's yeah. That's number 8. So Brazil is not helping their cause. They're gonna have to watch Jekundade. She shoots 2 and makes them. Here's Limousin. Down low, Victoria, she's got an advantage here. She takes advantage of that size. Long ball. Get that out the bottom of the net. Six-point lead for Les Bleus. Mep. Oh, mishandled. But they're going to get it out to La Guapa. So here's Limonson, who won the Nations League last year. And MVP, she was with teammate Miriam Jekundade, AKA the Mermaid. 24 and 23-year-olds. They now link up here on the national team at the senior level. That last trip to the stripe from Limonson gives France a 7-point advantage with 5:19 to go. Sasa. They could use a Sasa sighting. She sets her sights on a two-piece, and she's on target like a red dot. The runner, still running. Paget, the Duke, is good. Guapo, going with the wind. They're running away with this lead. 14-7. Point blank miss. Guapo snatches the board. 7 to shoot. They don't even need that. Oh! Missed the crib. Guapo taking her time. She's going to hand it off to Miriam Jekundade. Oh, she blew the crib. Sold the bag that time. But the French with a 6-point lead. Not so worried. TV timeout, 1-4. France need 7 to get it done. Brazil need more.
Tu vas prendre un peu de temps, d'accord? On laisse sur un point, pas de faute. On conteste tous les deux. On conteste tous les deux. Ok? Bras tir, let's go. 3-3, oh, allez, allez.
We got you covered, whether you're watching the FIBA 3x3 Crelan World Cup 2022 on YouTube, Facebook, even over on Twitch with my guy Vince Chang. So France in that timeout, they were talking about wanting to slow down the game and essentially let Brazil make their mistakes and capitalize off of them. Since I'm now fluent in French, I've tricked y'all. I heard everything clearly. Just don't ask me to speak it. 15-8. I appreciate the assist. No assist needed right there for Jekundade. She took it all by herself. Sasa, she got the moves like Jagger. Oh my goodness, Limonson. She is not a limousine. She's more like a Lamborghini. Fast don't lie. Oh, Sasa, more. They didn't clear that. They didn't clear that. Only you. Thanks. 17-9. Under 3 to play. Guapo being harassed over there by Victoria. She needs to get a restraining order. That's some tight defense. Does not, it goes out of bounds though, and will leave 7 seconds for Guapo to go. Oh, her pass is taken away. Drop step. Oh, Victoria, 3 in the key. You got to be quicker than that. Paget open. There was a lid on the rim that time, though. Oh, that's a strong move right there, but some good help defense. Sasa, and a technical foul. That's whistled on Brazil. And apparently Brazil was complaining after already receiving a warning. They get dealt a tech. 12 fouls on Brazil, so we're going to see a string of free throws shot here by Les Bleus. And Paget, she extends that lead. 19-10. It's almost over with. 2 minutes to go. Paget comes around. Paget, cross, kick. Guapo, whoa. She walks. She ran into some traffic on her drive to the rim. So a timeout on the floor. Under 2 to go and a big, big lead for France.
Ali, eu vou descer, você faz a linha.
Eu começo.
Aí eu vou subir.
E eu faço nas costas.
Aí você faz pra não entrar. Eu vou buscar na sua mão. Na hora que você estiver descendo, pega a lupa pra chutar.
Tá bom.
Pode ser?
Eu tô fora.
Aí você desce.
Você vai dar na mão dela e vai pegar pra chutar.
Pra chutar.
Ali daquele lado. Do outro lado.
É, qualquer lado, é.
All right, it's going to take a near miracle for Brazil to pull alpha comeback here. Under 2 minutes to go and down by 10. So the strategy here is to shoot as many twos as you can possibly muster. At least that's what I would do. And all kinds of foul trouble. 12 attributed to the Brazilians. And all the French need are 2 points to put this one away. Limonson. Oh, tried to drop it over to Guapo. She sprints back to defense. And a nice spin move finished at the rim. Guimarães. What a nice feed. That's good eating. Miriam continue to do her thing, as is Guimarães, but you can't trade buckets when you're down by 9 and all France need is 1 now. If they want to pay particular attention to the tiebreaker scenario, which comes down to point average, which really is total points, they're going to try to shoot a 2 here and get as many as they can. That's why Paget chunks it. They're not going to go for the let's say they get an easy one, they're going to take probably the next possession or two and really try to knock down the two-piece. Around comes Victoria. She's getting some direction from Sasa. Sasa saying shoot it. Paget. She will hand it off this time. La Guapa wall rolled out. Look at the positioning here. Guimares. She kind of lost her bearings and threw up a wild one. We're approaching 20 seconds. This time, Paget puts it away. The clothes are folded. It's time to go. France with a commanding first win to start their 2022 campaign here in Antwerp. MEP can hit it from anywhere on the map as Marie Paget wins it 22-19 for Les Bleus. La Guapa is heading over to courtside where Julien Debove awaits, and he will now talk to her about France's opening win.
Laetitia, a physical game to start the day. How important was it for you to start the event with a win?
We knew that it will be a really tough game. It was hard. They already played before, so they was with rhythm. We knew it would begin by the defense, and I think it's what we did. So I'm proud of my team.
It's a new French team. There's two new players that are playing with the senior national team for the first time, Hortense Limousin, Myriam Dukundade. What did you think of their first game, and what do you think they bring new to the team?
They are really fresh, they are young, so it's cool. And they are not new on front three. They did the under 23 last year, so they are really good front three players, and we need them for win this game and all the other games.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, you heard it from Laetitia Guapo herself. She likes the new additions, and they aren't exactly new to 3x3. Again, they won at the youth level just last year at the Nations League, and they certainly helped contribute to a big France win to open things up. Brazil is not a team that you can sleep on. So, you know, this is one of those wins that I think France could be proud of, and the way that they ran away with this thing. They'll be back in action later on. Of course, we'll be back in action altogether later on. They'll be playing against New Zealand in Pool B action for the ladies, but that'll be after a session break, which is up next. Of course, after we see the highlights play out. We will be starting up again at 2 o'clock local time. That's when the session break will end, and we will get back to it with the men of China and Latvia getting back to Pool C play. So a few last looks at a dominating France win. They got to be feeling good, as day 2 will be continuing again in about a half hour. We start again at 2 p.m. local here at the Crelan FIBA 3x3 World Cup 2022. See y'all then. Peace.